Okay, guys. So today is it's Tuesday, the 7th of January. So, little quick recap on yesterday. Yesterday was a bit of a mad day. Lots of good stuff, plenty of bad stuff. Managed to finish the day green, which is the most important thing, right? But lots of lessons learned. A lot of truisms. You know what I think? With a lot of these things, you just got to be honest with your emotions. And like yesterday, I went through the ringer with the emotions because I kind of felt like I was on tilt a little bit. And that could happen today, who knows. I'm going to try and be a little bit calmer, but who knows. But anyway, let's talk about what happened late last night. So, you'll see here, right, on the Globex session, on my live account, right, I shorted the top, the very top, with the maximum I could do, which is 7 micros. And then, if you remember, the mistake I made yesterday, previous day, was I didn't put any take profits. I fell asleep, and I thought it was a good idea that I might wake up and, you know, the arse might have fell out of the market, but it hadn't. It'd come down a little bit, but it'd come on. Instead, what I did this time was I put in TPs. So I had 4 TPs here. I had another 2 here, and then 1 here, and then eventually we got that rejection. Now look at that for a trade, right? 7 contracts, got in at the. I mean, I'd probably to the tick, maybe slightly higher. So what that's done, this is on the live account, right? That's given us just over $1,000 today on 7 micros. So we've gone from 6,102 to 7,117. Fabulous, really good start. Can't be too dismissive about that. Now, what do we want to do today? So before we think about any trading, little bit of a plan, right? Little bit of an idea around what might happen. Doesn't mean it's always going to happen, but we want to think about what might happen, right? So we're consolidating a little bit here, aren't we? We've came and have we touched the pivot point? Let's just double check that. Yeah, we come down to the pivot. We come down to the bottom of the pivot, actually. We obviously were above previous week high at the moment. Previous day high is here. Previous day's low is here. So there's 2 big targets, right? There's that one above us, which is at around 21,896, and then there's the one below us here, which is 21,479. So there's every chance one of them might get tagged. It's a very possible move for liquidity, right? Asia is relatively consolidated at the moment, so we're not going to play too heavy into that. So we don't know which way the target's going to go. Is it going to go higher? Is it going to go lower? We don't really need to worry about that too much at this moment in time. Other factors. Let's look at the TPOs. Okay. So we have some single prints from yesterday, which are yet to be taken. So there's a chance, at least a possibility, that price could come down here, right? See, I mean, there's no further TPOs above us, which is great. And if you look yesterday, what did I say, fellas? I said yesterday, didn't I, at the start? I absolutely believe the single prints will get filled. I thought this one minimum, and then maybe that one. And if you remember, I think the target was 21,842. Come up to 21,884, a little bit higher, and then it finished down here, right? So that was decent enough short opportunity. Today, however, we're presented with some ideas for below, right? So I think probably my bias is short. I'd like to see us open up a little bit first. What would be a great thesis for today, and I like this a lot, is that we come and take previous day high. Is that even possible? It's quite a way up. We are just less than 100 points away from that, before then effectively moving down to create a new or take these single prints, and that theoretically would still be a bullish move, right, in the context of yesterday being a bullish day, because it makes a higher high, comes down and takes the lows. That's that friggery that we normally see in the markets, and then we come back up maybe into kind of, you know, somewhere here. But again, it's made a new high, so that could be a good thesis to think about. So that's the thesis. I think aim for higher prices to start with, but then expect a push down lower. Now, do we have news? We do. We have ISM PMI and JOLTS job openings. So generally, previous was 52.1. They're expecting a higher, and the JOLTS job openings, they're expecting a little bit of a decrease, so a little bit less jobs opening up in the economy of the US. So let's see. That's at 3 p.m. my time, which is half an hour after the market's open. Now, I may not take a trade, fellas, until after the open, or maybe try and do some scalping at the open. So that's a bone of contention. So we've done some analysis. We think potentially higher prices to start with, but then we come down and take these single prints here. That could be a nice move that we'll put our longer term time frame hat on with. In terms of where we are at the moment, so we're kind of consolidating. We had a move down and we're moving on. I'm all right with that. So I'm going to pause the video here for now, guys, right? Because I don't think I'm going to take any trades just yet. But it was just a quick insight into kind of where my head's at as we stand here now, and then I'll liven it up a little bit when things get kicking off. Peace. So over back in the Apex accounts, one thing I should have mentioned yesterday. So if you recall, there was a big deficit, right, in the way in which the accounts, right? So 151,150, and the biggest one, which was the leader account, which is 151,492. I actually figured out that I paid in excess of over $300 per account just on commission fees, which was insane. I was shocked. I was like, I don't know if where's the Apex tab? Let me just show that here. 2 days in, that should have been 1,700 and they should have been 1,400. I've never seen that before, and I don't know if it's the software or if that's a genuine case. I mean, I was pretty much trading micros, right? That's usually you pay more commissions in micros, and I was doing like 10, 20 and 40s. Maybe that's why. Fuck. Maybe that's why. Damn, never mind. Okay, look, it is what it is. Anyway, we're not going to worry about that now. We're going to get ourselves in a good spot today, and we're not going to focus too much on any negative atmospheres. I don't want to be sitting here having to walk in and out every 2 minutes because I can't look at the screen. I know my head's gone at that point. So if you see me doing that, I'm sitting here jangling. Right, and I don't want to be doing that today. So that has got to be the plan of attack. Okay, fellas. So things are starting to play out pretty well. I like these kinds of markets because here's the thesis, right? I think price is going to break out. Right, we're not too far from the open, but I think price is going to try to break out. Hit some high, maybe. Where's yesterday's high? Yesterday's high was here, right? I think that's easily a possible. Oh, sorry, that's today's high. Yesterday's high was here, this line here. So I think that's a potential target for a move higher. I am actually going to go in. What are we on? We're on MNQ, right? I'm going to switch to NQ, right? And I'm going to go in one contract because I feel like we're edging up here. Okay, and we're in. So we need to see movement. Don't want to see too much by way of down. I mean, we're getting in at the top of a move, but I'm okay with that because I think price is probably going to look to break out a little bit. So we need to see a nice continuation of this move here, ideally getting above. What we should anticipate when we consolidate like this, right, when we consolidate, I know that was a little bit of a move down, but generally we've consolidated. And when we do consolidate like this, usually you have consolidation, we have a manipulated move, maybe to the upside, which is what I think will happen. And then the move down, right, which would be what we'd anticipate as a much larger move, perhaps even clearing yesterday's previous day low, which is all the way down here, 21,400 and something. So right now, let's just see how we go. I'm going to trade my Apex accounts. Aim to go to somewhere like $500. If we can get $500 today, I'd be really happy with that. And then on the live accounts, I'm probably going to trade them later once the markets are kind of died down a little bit. We're already $1,000 up on that one, don't forget. So we're doing all right. I'm hoping for no craziness today, no like jittery up and down off the seat, but we'll see. Now the reason I'm trading minis is because I got absolutely bastardized by the micros yesterday on commissions. I must have give over $300 per account on that, which was not good. Come on, baby, let's see some blue in this region here. Only blue, not red, blue. Nice. Continue higher. Let's have a breakout here now. Let's break out. Let's continue the drive higher. You know you want to. I'll give your balls a little tickle, Mr. Markets. Here we go. Can you continue the push? That's the key question. As I say, fellas, $500 is all I need. $500 a day keeps the day job away. Let's go, baby. Bit of a stiff area, but that's the overnight open. Sorry, high, right? Sorry, there's the overnight high. That's the overnight open. Opened a little bit higher and then completely crashed down. So let's aim for this little zone here. What are we looking like on order flow? Building, right? So point of control. Don't like to see that near the top. Point of control. I like to see the point of control and the building of the candle from the base where the volume is. That's a nice candle. See, I start getting sweaty palms because I'm thinking about a DCA, right? I'm thinking about getting in again, but I need to stay close to where price action is. So the higher I go, which is why usually I need to like not just one up, but two up. But it gets scary. Price action is relatively docile at the moment, so we're not doing too bad. Okay, looks like a nice little trap. I was tempted around here. Actually, I was looking at the peak of that to go in again, but let's stick to the plan. What does the order flow look like there? Just getting back up there. Let's get back to normal charts. We're back in blue territory, which is nice for obvious reasons. I don't think I was in one trade yesterday that gave me this level of comfort where I wasn't panicky. Yesterday was horrible, and this may even decide to do that because markets don't care about my feelings. But guess what? I don't really care about your feelings. So there. Nice little breakout would be beautiful. Like that. This is good. But we really need to see it getting above these levels here. I mean, theoretically, if we break above the high, I'd be tempted to hold because, as I say, we've got a lot of potential higher. My thesis here, fellas, is I think north, south. Your teeth are on the edge. I can see it. I can feel it. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing higher. Now let's see. You broke out of that zone. That was nice. Now that is all you needed for the rocket launchers to really expand and explode. Let's keep going, baby. Why would you want to stop now? You're right at that open. Okay, you beat the open. We can keep going on now, baby. You can keep going on. I don't think there's going to be any negative pressure coming your way now, so you can keep on pushing. Let's go. That was that 4 o'clock drive we needed. 320. Keep it going, baby. Are you watching this, fellas? Come on. Moving on up, 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 moving on up. Come on, baby. Keep going, baby. Never do you catch the start of a nice trend. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Now we're coming to second standard deviation. It's not a place I like to see because rejections typically happen there. Now, what are we in? We're only in on one contract, right? So, you know, sensible would be to just park your thing there, wouldn't it? I'm going to do it, fellas. I'm going to do it. Because it's a nice number. It's a good start. We don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth, right? It's really important. We've broken the open. Can we get the overnight high? That's really what we want. I'm going to go a little bit lower, right, just to give ourselves a little bit of breathing space, because I think this thing can really start to motor now. Broke through that liquidity. We've broken through the overnight open. Let's keep going, baby. Let's get this to $500, and I'm not going to be greedy. I promise you, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to be happy, and I will take my medicine. And I think roughly about there is probably the out. Okay, we're getting there, fellas. We're getting there, fellas. We're at 5. We're at 5. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna be greedy. Yes! Boom! That's how you play the game. No commissions on that one. That was just one single contract. I don't want to see any fucking tomfoolery. Let me see. $560 if I add. That looks a lot healthier. We're at 52k. Bang! So, little bit of a respite for a second. That takes us out of the game on the Apex accounts. Don't need to trade them now. Now we're going to focus on the live accounts, because that was a really, really nice move, and I'm really happy with that. The adulation and happiness on that move was powerful and palpable, to say the least. Okay, fellas, we're back on the live account. What a hit! What a fucking hit that was! Beautiful! $500 a day keeps the day job away. That's all we need, boys. That's all we need. So here I have my 100 ticks, here I have a 30-minute chart, and here I have the 4-hour chart. Well, we've got to go MNQ on this one, because our max contracts on this is 7 contracts. But what a fucking beautiful hit that was. I talked it through. I knew it was going to happen. I felt we were going to break out because of the timing, right? We're at 2 o'clock. Half an hour before markets open. I feel that we're going to go a bit higher, because I think the targets initially are going to be to take these, maybe take yesterday's high, get everyone super bullish with owns, and then alright, I'm going to hit pause for the time being, just while we're waiting, because there's no activity just yet. And then when something else happens, I'll unpause. Right, okay guys, I've decided to go short. Right, because we've taken Asia's high. Now, we're a little bit early for the markets, so I'm a little bit nervous. But here's the stat, right? So because I made $1,000 this morning on Globex, I know I shouldn't really be thinking about trading this way, but we've got $2,500 in terms of our daily loss limit, so it gives us a little bit of wiggle room to play with. All right, now I'm not saying we're going to use that, but we all know I have a very red face when it comes to these kind of trades. So I've got me Lapland's hat on. It keeps me nice and warm, keeps the heat from losing out of the head, and keeps it in the body. So that's what we're kind of going with today. Madden. Okay, so we're in a... Well, I'm not sure. The average is probably about here. It's not going to take much for it to come down, but that's probably not the best of ideas, is it really? Let's just see. It doesn't give me any wiggle room. Look at that, motherfucker. No, we're going to flatten. The reason we're flattening, right, what was the close positions? What was that last trade? I can't tell what that last trade was. Doesn't matter. Maybe a slight mini profit, not on too much. We're gonna wait to the open. Look at that. Zzz. I knew. I feel like I've got a sixth sense today in the markets. Don't say it. Don't say it. Sixth senses will get you in trouble, baby. It's one of them, right? We've taken Asia's high. If I go back over to here, see, we've taken Asia's high and we've taken the liquidity here as well. So, you know, why wouldn't the move be down? So much information right now. I just don't know what to do. We could do a little cheeky one contract short, right? Because we can build into it a little bit if need be. And we all know how fast, even on one micro, price likes to move. But this is such a desensitized state when you're only trading with micros. But even 7 micros, it can fly. If it goes a little bit higher, I'd like to build into that position again. The aim. I know you were all thinking that. $1,000, that's too much to ask. That, like, crazy town. Okay, there was the injection of liquidity. I'll have to put a little extra bit of sauce on that. What are we in now? We're in 2 positions and the next one is a 5. Right, so let's see what price wants to do. I mean, if it blasts to the sky, yeah, we could be a bit snookered, but I just got it in my mind price is going lower today. Here we go. Okay. Not yet. Would have been close to getting that though. Markets look like they want to push higher. But what we're looking to do is just see if we can get out of the trade in a little bit of green. Was close to getting that there, just missed out. Very even price action right now. I can see that the bear has just swiped the bull. Oh. There, the bear. But then the bull's just stuck its own right into the bear's rib. But the bears are no slouches, they're coming back. Where's the Dom? Here's the Dom. need to see a bit more of this here. Okay, baby. Okay, baby. Talk dirty to me. Okay, guys. Okay. Watching. Just don't want to get in with me 5 contracts at this stage. Too early. Too risky. This is all about scalping. I feel like the bears are strong now. Oh, look at the gaps. These are what cause what do you call it? Slippage. Not yet, guys. Not yet. I'm not going in yet. I know you're thinking about it, but not yet. This is not toasty enough yet. This is just liquidity build. Thinking about what decision it wants to do. Who's going to win the battle? The might of the bulls or the strength of the bears? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You see, if I go in with 5 contracts now, I'll lose all the power to manage the trade, which is why I'm just kind of on the sidelines. But look at all of this below us here. Saying that's 4 hour, what am I on about? All of this here. Strength in depth. Okay, bears have got the bulls by the horn. Oh, that was too easy. See what happens at VWAP. Take a little buy there. Okay, out of the trade, not bad. $100, we'll take it. See what happens at VWAP. Not an awful lot. I think pivot points are going to be much more sterner test. You can see all of the rejections at this pivot point here. And I could be tempted into a long. Look at all of that down there. Ooh, beautiful. Go for it, Johnny. Oh, why do I do these things to myself? That's why! That's why! You're not finished yet. You are not finished yet, markets. Come on. Let's get down into that deep, dark red territory. Let's get all of the players feeling scared, nervous. Let's have VWAP acting as the resistance now, or the yeah, the resistance. Come on, keep coming down. Pivot point is going to be pivotal. Can we break even yet? Can we break even yet? Start thinking about where we want these. No, not yet. We don't want to break even yet. We need more pressure down. Deep down where the dark is, the dark is, the dark is. Oh, 200, 700. Let's keep going, baby. This is the big zone now. This is the big zone. Can you break the pivot point? Can you break the pivot point? No, you can't. Not yet. And now price is coming back up again. I'm going to break even because I'm a little bit scared because I don't want to get caught out. But let's go. Oh, the pivot point's broken, baby. Now it's really about testing them shorts. Come on. Let's lock in $200, or let's just go above here. I think that'll be all right. No, don't want to be too scared just yet. Let's just call it here. Right, come on. Let's not let the pivot point be the test. Let's make sure that those people who are longing are all nervously scared. Come on. That's the... no, I'm going to have to leave it now. Panicked. I'm going to have to cancel it. Can't do it. Do you want to let the bulls think that they've won on the pivot point? No! Come on! Why didn't I take the profit? Why do I put myself in this position? Oh, another test of the VWAP. You keep coming down more powerfully, more powerful. Show your strength in depth. Come on, Bears. There's no way you're going to let a poxy pivot point cause you that much angst. Look at all of this behind here. Look, I know you've taken the liquidity there, but I think you've got more. Okay, now I think it's fit. See, that would have took us out. Now we can just kind of go above this little zone here. If we get taken out here, then potentially the pivot point will hold, and I'm not that bothered. So this is the location, fellas, right? This is the location. Can you break the pivot point though? That's what everyone wants to know. That's what I want to know. That's what everyone else wants to know. Can you break that pivot point? That's $200 there, but boys, I'm not. Yeah, keep. Okay. Locking that shit in, baby. This is good. This is good. This is very good. Slow, loud, clap. Yeah, you can keep going down. I know it's probably a little bit antsy, but you know what? I'm on $1,500 on the live account, so I'm not that bothered, baby. But guys, I mean, where are we bouncing? We're bouncing at second standard deviation. Right? Broke pivot. Beautiful trade. Took our medicine. We're okay with that. Got in here. Got out there. Doesn't get any better than that, fellas. Now, do we want to wrap this up here and call this a day so that the thumbnail can say, today was a good day? I mean, that would be sensible. But I think I'm happy trading at least the open in all its virality. But the targets, listen, don't obfuscate single prints. Markets do not like single prints. They do not like to leave them open. It's like a flesh wound. They want to go the NHS and stitch them things back up again, and that's what happens. So we'll see how the thesis goes. The reason I changed my thesis earlier, by the way, though, fellas, I think it's an important thing because I was a little bit kind of on the edge, and I said, look, price could go up. Before market opened, we broke the Asia's high, right? So big pool of liquidity. That might have been the manipulation event, right, which I was looking to see what was going to happen. If we wouldn't have got that high prior to that, I probably would have thought about going long. But because we took out Asia's high before the open, me bias was short. Now I don't really know what's going to happen, because although we've made a new high, we haven't made a new low. And if we do make a new low, which is obviously down here, then we've got there's loads of single prints. And then on top of that, we've got the previous day low, which is here. So I'm going to pause. Don't see any opportunity right now to take. We're in a really good spot. Nice day today. Really good day trading. And let's just see if anything else entices me. Otherwise, this video at this point will be the video and in its entirety. But if I carry on waffling on after this, you know, it means I've taken more trades. But just before we go, quick recap. $1,500 on the live account and $560 across 4 accounts on the PAs for Apex.